Hello, me darlings, it's me again. I've just been on, I've just done a video for you. Anyway, I showed you my coat, what I put the new zips and that on, and I had a coat similar to it with bare around the hood. Well, I put it in my bag and I was going to town on Saturday afternoon, and I was taking it down to a charity shop or what have you, but I seen a homeless little girl, only a young kid, about 20, if that, wants to bring her home with me, sitting by Wetherspoons, under, opposite outside Iceland, and it was bloody bitter cold, as you know. On Saturday, it was bitter cold. So I went up to her, and I went to her, the hay fever's making me eyes. I went up to her and I said to her, "Is that your tent, love?" And she went, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I went, "Oh, no, no, no." I said, "You don't have to say sorry for nothing." I said, I got this coat in the market the other day. I said, "But I've got one similar." I mean, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely swam on it, whatever the word is. And I said, "You can have it if you want, girl." I said, "It'll keep you warm." And she went, "Oh, please." She only had a little short jacket on. And as she's talking to me, she "Thank you." She said, "I am freezing." You could see it in her face and her body, and that she was absolutely bloody stone cold. And I thought to myself, "Oh, God love her." So she put it on and zipped it up and one pulled the hood up and that. And I said, "That goes across your face and all to keep your face warm, when she's sitting up at night." I said, "I know it's a bit big on you, girl." I said, "But you can put a jumper or something underneath it." I said, "And it'll help you." And she went, "Oh, thank you very much." But she's saying sorry for me because her tent was there, because she's homeless, God love her. It's not the poor child's fault. You know what I mean? And I thought, "Oh, what's going on?" Because I know the kids I had, I had 39 foster kids. Well, at the time I started doing it, it must be about 20 years, 25 years when I first started. I can't remember now. Well, hang on, I think I was 40 something. Must be 30 odd. Anyway, it was at the time where all the, what did they call it? The family allowance thing, it stopped when the kids left school unless they had a job. It was at that time. And all the poor kids were getting put out on the street. And so they were going to this place called MAP, which was Merseyside Accommodation Project. Well, that's what I ended up on. And they were age 15 to 19. I took in teenagers. Patience of the fucking saint I needed. And had a few ups and downs, but more ups than downs. Only one or two. One took money off me, but I knew right away it was gone out my purse. I got it back off his dad because I knew his dad. So that didn't end up a big problem. And another one had the bins and everything outside, getting up trying to get into the bedroom window when I come round the corner. And another one where I ended up in Alderday, and they called me in, and they said, I've told this story before. They called me and they said, because when I went in, I just took her in, and she was near 16 at the time. And I said, they said, "Who's with is Mrs. Such a Body with the girl I was with?" And I just went, yeah, they all love me, because I'd give her name and everything. And she went, "Would you like to come into the office?" I was went, "Yeah, okay, yeah, not a problem." So goes in, and she went to me, say her name was, what could I say? Say her name was Vera or something. It wasn't Vera. "Vera, you do know what Vera's here for, don't you?" And I went, "No," because the night before, let me go back a bit. The night before, I'd done a big roast dinner, and I'd done a banoffee pie, a Manchester tart pie. So we'd all had that. And then she went round to my daughter's round the corner. And my daughter rung me and she said to me, "Mum, what have you give Vera?" So I went, "Nothing, why?" "What do you mean, what have I give her?" She said, "She's screaming, rolling in pain here." And I went, "Well, she's only had the same as what we've had. Nothing different. She hasn't had nothing different." So she went, Well, she's screaming in pain, so it goes on. I thought, bloody hell, she needs an ambulance or what have you. Gets her to the hospital and that, and as I say, gives her name in and what have you. Like I'm a mother, because I'm a foster mother, wasn't I? And he calls me and he said, you do know why Vera's here again. Vera's not a real name, by the way. You do know why Vera's here, don't you? And she said, I said, no, not really. I said, just brought her because I said she was crying with pains in her stomach. I said, and I didn't know what was wrong. I said, so I thought I'm best bringing her. And she said, she has a venereal disease again. Again? She was only 15 there, 16. I went, oh my God, I'm not a real mother, I'm only a foster mother. I said, I'm only a foster mother, I fostered her. And I went, oh my God, couldn't wait to get home, get all the bedding off the beds and what have you. I thought, oh my God, what the bloody hell she been up to. But she was only 15, nearly 16. Sad case, sad case. So that's that. So that's why I was getting back to. I give this poor homeless girl, she said to me, she's sorry for being out in the tent. I said, don't, it's not your fault, girl. I said, it's not a problem. So it's a good idea. If you're thinking of taking something to a charity shop, a jumper, a cardigan, a coat or something, take it to town first and find a little homeless person and give it to them, because you're going to give it to a charity shop and they're going to sell it on anyway, and some of them haven't got the money, have they, to buy, but it's bloody cold out, it's stone bloody cold out and teeming half the time, and the temperatures are going to drop. So I advise you, I'm not telling you to, but I'm saying to you, if you're thinking of doing it, I've got loads of coats myself, I'm always bloody buying them. But I go to give them away and then I go, oh no, that'll do me for such a thing. I'm always doing it. But if you're thinking of throwing a coat away and it's a warm one at that, what the zip or the buttons up at that, and it's warm, take it to town. Just put it in a bag in your trolley. I took mine in my trolley. Just take it to town. If you don't see anyone, give it to a charity shop. Take it in a charity shop. There's plenty around. But if you do, just say you don't mind, do you? I've got a coat here, and you know, if you can have it for nothing if you want it, and 10 out of 10 times they will accept it because it's so cold out. And before today, I've made a load of sandwiches and put them in packs of 2, and I've give them out when I've gone to town. I've give them out. But one time, what put me off one time by St John's Market, just an older woman sitting there, I don't know what nationality she was. She didn't look English. Anyway, I went up to her and I said, "Here, would you like a sandwich?" And she went, no, you give me money. Well, I told her that. I said, you can't be that hungry and homeless if you don't want something to eat and a bottle of water. So I never gave it them. I just walked away. I thought, you're not getting them, girl, woman, Mrs., whatever you are. And I never gave it them. I just walked away. But take a couple of sandwiches in your pockets, and if you see them, they're always grateful, and just give it them. And I know my friend, me and her went down in the teams and teams of rain once. Kerry Ann, you know who I'm talking about. My friend's daughter, Olive, Olive Bishop was her mum's maiden name. Kerry Ann Q. If you know this girl, support her. She goes all the time and looks after. I can't do it now. I'm 75 now and it's too cold for me walking around. And Kerry Ann collects for the homeless food, anything, food, clothes, what have you, and donates to them and goes down and helps with them. If you know Kerry Ann and if you see it on your Facebook or anything, looking for donations, please help her, because me and her went down. We did have a laugh, walking around when we first started doing it. It was bucketing down with rain, and we were given bottles of water and sandwiches out and biscuits and everything and that. But help them. Don't look down on them. Don't get me wrong, I've walked past them myself sometimes. I don't always go up to them. But don't look down on them. The only time you look down on someone is to help them up. So give them a sandwich or a bottle of water, or if you're going in Mackey's, just say to them, do you want a Mackey's? You can get them for £1.50, £1.99, some of them. Just say, do you want one? If they don't want one. If they say, no, I'm all right, well, don't give them money. I won't give them money. I will buy them a sandwich, I will buy them a pie, I will buy them a drink, but I won't give them money. So do that and help someone. That's all I wanted to preach. Well, not preaching, am I? I'm just telling you. My coat, I got a coat in Benidorm. Back to the story. My old coat, was nothing wrong with it, just that I'd had it years and I thought, seen the better days, this. I put it in a bag to take to a charity shop, seen a homeless girl in a tent, and I gave it to her. I said, yeah, girl, she was absolutely made up with it. Too big on her, but it kept her warm. It was down to her knees, but it would keep her warm in this cold weather. So that's all I wanted to say. Bye for now. Love you all. Don't forget and like and share and help the homeless.